I'm going to look at faith, first of all. Okay. So before we look at what this one thing is, let's look at the one thing that you need to break through. And if you don't have this thing, you won't break through. So I want to focus on, first of all, what you need to have your breakthrough. And then I'm going to focus on what you don't want, because these things work in opposition to each other. But the most important thing for you to have breakthrough is faith. Okay. Faith, the word of God says faith is your victory. And it's the only way to break through. There is no other way. You can fast and pray. You can stand on your head. You can minister 15 times a day. You can do all kinds of tricks. You can use all the kinds of names for God you want. You can even try and spell it correctly, because there's a lot of arguments. How do you spell God's name? And Jesus and Yeshua and Yahuwah. I don't want to get into a spelling debate. How are we going to spell his name, or even how are we going to pronounce his name? He knows who he is. He knows who he is, and he's not insecure in his identity. But a lot of believers are insecure about how to spell it. And so God doesn't want to get us tied up in little incidentals and things that are basically irrelevant and don't have power, real power. But faith is the victory that God is going to give you, and faith is a major topic. It's a major topic. So in the Word of God, there are minor issues, and there's major issues. And if you can just major on the majors and minor on the minors, you're going to have something called balance, which is sadly lacking in the church, and wisdom, which is also sadly lacking. And wisdom in the spiritual realm is common sense, but common sense is not so common. So as we can see in the governments of the world. So what happens is when we shift and we get wisdom, we get balance, and we major on the majors.